So put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Sujil.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
How many of you have made a resolution this year? My next, second question. How many of you still keep that resolution? Very few hands. Toastmasters and guests, very warm good evening.
Good evening.
Research says that 90% of the New Year resolutions end up by January. And majority of that, the rest of the 10% give up by the end of the year. Making resolution is easy. It is as good as putting a piece of butter on a hot pan. It just vanishes. Boom. My dear friend, for the sake of this meeting, let us call him Jack. He is so resolute in setting resolutions so that the list is endless. Year after year, he does the same. Resolution number 1. He had crossed century by his own weight, and it was progressing. One fine morning, New Year approaching, he thought he needed to change. He went and took a membership in one of those finest fitness clubs in Dubai. New Year came, was all set. First day, 1st of January, he was there. Worked out 2 hours. Kept on. After a few days, it went to 90 minutes. Then it dropped down to 60 minutes. Then it became alternate days. Then it became 2 days in a week. By end of January, it was a detour. And the ultimate winner was the fitness club. Resolution number 2. He was a great fan of food. He loves his pizzas, burgers, you name it, pastries, you name it. And he's going to give you a lecture on which is the best restaurants in the town. Happy New Year, that's it, and the new dawn. He thought of changing his food habits. This was the same person who said leafy vegetables and salads were for cows and horses. But in fact he changed. But it didn't last. It lasted for only 72 hours. His inner cravings gave on him. He was back to the same very old person. So resolutions, easy to make, difficult to keep. Many a times the problem with the resolutions are we try to run away from it. Rather than we should focus running towards it. Once again, we should focus on running towards something rather than running away from something. Running away from something works only when you're chased by a hungry dog. Nothing else. You need to create a mindset wherein you have to visualize, you have to think about success rather than quitting. When we try to unlearn our bad habits, more often than not, we are going to focus on the bad things and not the good things. That is why the failure happens. When you set up a resolution, it is very difficult to achieve all by yourself. That is when you require support from your family, your dear and near ones. The best person to support you is your partner or your spouse. My another friend, Stuart. In fact, that is the reality. Stuart made a New Year resolution. He's going to wake up 5 o'clock in the morning and he's going to jog. He decided. I have a friend here. So, 5 o'clock in the morning, and the alarm goes. Beep, 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 beep. His wife was ready to help him. Every day morning, his wife woke up at 5 o'clock and let Mr. Stewart have his job. She wakes him up, let him go. It continued. The resolutions will be kept. But there is some of the story behind it. Why do you know? His wife was so eager to wake him at 5 o'clock. Any guesses, Jay? Because Stuart knows a lot during the slave. And 5 to 7 was her peaceful time. That's her best sleep. But eventually, it was all success. He was happy because his spouse was supporting him. So, we need to get the support of our dear ones and near ones. And no better person than the spouse. Maybe for not the selfless reason, probably for the selfish reason. Eventually, they will be happy because we are winning. They are helping us win. Agree?
Yeah.
However, there can be pitfalls. No success comes without pitfalls. There will be detours from all around the path. But we need to focus. We need to focus on the positives. We need to create that winning mentality. So, resolutions are easy to make, difficult to sustain. It takes only a week to break it. It takes 3 weeks to create a habit. 6 months to make it a part of your life. So what you have to do is, first up, don't run away from the problem. We need to focus and run towards the problem. Second one, we need to take the help of family and friends. I hope with that, we all will be keeping our resolutions for the year 2016. Good luck.